We have done a topic earlier also, which was
हाँ
called a
जी
sequence
हम्म
series, or you call it as AP, whatever, the basic one of the basic fundamentals of sequence. Now, this is one of those topic, AP I'm talking about, where
हम्म
when we understood the basic concept, we realized that it could be done manually, some certain
हम्म
cases, but manually can be done only to a certain extent. If they give you a certain number of values or terms in a given sequence, and they ask you to find out the next 4, the next 5, the next 10, it is possible to do it manually. Or they ask you to find the sum of the first 10 terms of a say multiples of 3, or for that matter any number. Then
हम्म
you could easily find out without any formula. But
हम्म
the job becomes more tedious as you proceed
हम्म
with larger values and higher number of terms in a given sequence. Now,
हम्म
permutation combination is also one of those things
हाँ
where
जी
you need to understand what they are. So I'm going to start with something which you may remember, because when you left from India, I think we had done a chapter called as triangles.
yeah
In case you remember, we were doing congruency, and
हाँ
I'm
जी
going to take that example just to make you give you a fair idea about what exactly to be done. When
हम्म
you talk about two triangles, can you see what I'm
हम्म
writing?
yeah
When you talk about two triangles, we generally have three alphabets or three vertices each in the triangle. So suppose
हाँ
I have
जी
triangle ABC and I have a triangle PQR. Now,
हाँ
how do
जी
I know if these two triangles are congruent, or if these two triangles are given congruent to us? How do I know which side has to be clubbed with which side, or which
हम्म
angle with which angle? For that, we did discuss something called as correspondence.
हम्म
Now, if I write a correspondence is basically a sequence between two various alphabets. A
हम्म
correspondence is a correspondence between two alphabets of two different triangles in this case. So
हम्म
whatever written on the screen, I have written ABC, a line which is a correspondence sign. ABC corresponds to PQR and the other way around.
हम्म
Now, what it means is, if I want to find out which vertex or which angle has to be equal to which angle, then I have to relate them on the basis of the position in which they are.
हम्म
For example, I have A in the first position, P also in the first position on the other side. So I'll match angle A with angle P.
हम्म
I'll match angle B with angle Q. I'll match
हम्म
angle C with angle R.
हम्म
But if I want to match sides, that's in this case, AB is the first and the second alphabet.
हाँ जी
Therefore, I have to have PQ as a combination. I have
हम्म
BC as a second and third alphabet. So I have QR as a third alphabet, second and third rather. And I have AC as a first and third. So it is P and R. So
हम्म
based on this, I can identify A corresponds with P, B with Q, C with R, AB with PQ, BC with QR, AC with PR, and the other way around.
हम्म
But the problem is this the only possible combination we can have? Do we have only AB corresponding to PQ?
no
As per this correspondence, AB will correspond to PQ. But what if AB corresponds to QR? So this correspondence doesn't tell you that.
हम्म
So we were supposed to find out various permutations or various arrangements
हम्म
through which we can identify all the possible arrangements.
हम्म
You get the point?
yeah
Can you try and tell me how many possible arrangements can be there in this way, where we can have different possibilities at a given point of time?
mm, 3 factorial
Sorry,
is it 3 factorial
it is 3 factorial. It is 3
hmm.
factorial. Now, if I write it numerically, or if I write it manually rather, I could write it like this. I could start with the first one as ABC corresponding to PQR. This is my way of writing it, okay? Then what I'll do is, I'll keep ABC constant for all the 6 cases. So so that I don't need to manipulate both. मैं
Hmm.
किसी एक को constant रखूंगा and I'll go on changing the other one, which will give me every time a new combination. So how do I do that? I write this as a P here, Q, Q, R, R. I can have RQ. I can have PR, PR becomes RP, PQ becomes QP. These are the 6 possible combinations I can have. Now you did it on the basis of factorial. This is absolutely not wrong. But the point is it possible to do everything manually? It is not. The problem is manually there will be cases where there will be more numbers, more combinations. अभी आपको permutation के through से ये अलग-अलग combinations identify करनी है. So permutation is basically an arrangement. I'll come to that थोड़ी देर में. But arrangement को अगर आप set बनाओगे उसको हम कहेंगे combinations. Suppose और अभी हम जो basic questions करेंगे या basic concept समझेंगे उसमें तो सब कुछ simpler straight forward होगा. But as we proceed, there will be conditions laid down कि ये नहीं होना चाहिए, वो होना चाहिए, and so on. We need to know those conditions and understand what to do in those conditions. So, suppose I tell you, for example, I have a question for you. Say, I have there's a person A. Person A has say three pants and has 2 shirts. Now we are trying to understand there are how many different pairs of pants and a shirt he can dress up with. And at any given point of time, he takes 1 pant and a shirt. What are the different possible combinations he can try in that case? I know you know the answer, but what should be the procedure to do it?
It should basically be so he has 3 pants and 2 shirts.
Yes.
He can wear either 3 different pants and 2 different shirts for each. So it's just gonna be 3 into 2.
Very good. So if I suppose you are not aware of this factorial thing or the way you do it, I would have done it manually maybe. I'm wasting my time. I would have had 3 pants, P1, P2, P3. I have S1 and I have S2. What I would do manually is, or what you would have done manually is, I take this first, then I would have taken this as the second one.
Yeah.
Same way, P with S1, P2 with S2, P3 with S1, P3 with S2. Am I right?
Yeah.
Which in other word means I would have got how many combinations? 6 different combinations or 6 different sets. You get the point?
Yeah.
So as you rightly said, if I have 3 pants and I have 2 shirts, I would say straight away to find out the total number of arrangements or totally multiplied by 3 into 2, which is as good as 3 into 2 into 1, which is 3 factorial. So I'm going to get 6 different sets.
Okay.
Now, what we are doing right now is in theory known as a fundamental principle of counting. We are calling it as a fundamental principle of counting, nothing else. No rocket science in this case right now. Now, can this fundamental principle of counting work for more than these cases? What I'm trying to ask you is that if I gave you 2 things, 2 objects, shirts and pants. Suppose I included tie also in it. Can I again have that particular thing also included in the fundamental principle of counting? Let us check. Now I have 3 pants, 2 shirts, and I have say 2 ties. 2 tie. Okay. Tell me now what should be my total possible sets?
3 into 2 into 2.
Absolutely right. It's going to be 3 into 2 into 2. No,
Hmm.
because for every band, I'll have, again, if I do manually, P1, P2, P3, S1, S2, and say T1, T2.
Hmm.
I have P1, S1, one combination,
Hmm.
this as the other combination. So for
Yeah.
one band, I have two possible results right now, but I have yet to cover S2 also.
Hmm.
P1, S2, and T1, P1, S2, and T2.
Hmm.
Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
So how many did I get for P1?
Um,
I got
three.
four. I got four.
Oh, four. Huh.
P1, S1, T1 is one. P1,
Hmm.
S1, T2 is second. P1, S2, T1 is one. P1, S2,
Hmm.
T2 is third. Fourth.
Hmm.
For P1, if I get four, I can get four for P2 also.
Hmm.
I can get four for P3 also.
Yeah.
Which is it's going to be 12, which as you rightly said is 3 into 2 into 2.
Hmm.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So what exactly is the conclusion from all this? Can you tell me what is the conclusion from all this? Whatever
It
we are
is going to
doing
be
as we,
difficult doing it manually.
yeah, manually obviously is possible in some cases, but what I'm trying to understand is I'm trying to make you understand the fundamental principle of counting, which has a concept called as a multiplication principle.
Hmm.
Okay, so there is a multiplication principle. And I want you to note down this, what I'm going to write on the screen, or I'll dictate if you want. Please write
Okay.
down the title multiplication principle.
Hmm.
And we have seen that principle happening right now in both the examples.
Hmm.
Shall I dictate?
Yes, sir. 1 second.
We can call it as fundamental principle of counting, or you can also call it as multiplication principle.
Hmm.
Either you add or you multiply.
ठीक. Title fundamental.
Principle of counting, which obviously has multiplication principle or multiplication principle.
Hmm. Of counting, and then you have multiplication principle. Okay, sir. Dictate now, please.
Yeah. So what I'm going to tell you is right now, when we have two objects given to us.
Hmm.
So if an event can occur, right? If an event can
If
occur,
event
if an event can
can
occur
occur.
in m different ways, m for Mumbai. If
Hmm.
an event can occur in m different ways,
Hmm.
following which
Following which
another event can occur, another
another
event can occur
event can occur
in n different ways,
in n different ways,
then the total number of occurrence
then the total
number of occurrence
number of occurrence
of the events
of the event
in the given order
in the given order
is m into n.
is m in n. Done.
Yeah? Okay?
Hanji.
Now, for the second example which I took, the same
Hmm.
theory works. I took three objects or three events.
Hmm.
So let us write in case of say three events, right? In case of three events, we'll rewrite the same statement, slightly enhanced one.
Hmm.
If an event can occur in m different ways,
Hmm.
if an event can occur in m different ways,
if an event can occur in m different ways,
following which
following which
another event can occur,
another
event
event
can occur
can occur
in n different ways,
in n different ways,
comma,
comma,
following which a third event can occur in p different ways, following which a third event can occur in p different ways.
following which the third
Event
event,
can occur in p different ways.
हाँ जी,
Then the number of occurrences, then the number of occurrences
no, the number of occurrences
to the events in the given order
of the events
in the given order
in the given order
is m into n into p.
is m into n into p.
Did you note down?
Yeah.
You should keep in mind that for whatever you have written just now, there
Hmm.
are two conditions. There are two conditions for this.
Hmm.
Condition number one, write down. Condition number one, that this is possible for finite events.
Condition number one, this.
This is possible for finite events.
Hmm.
Second,
Hmm.
when no value is to be repeated,
When no value
is to be repeated.
is to be repeated.
So, when we saw this, when we went through the example, we did not repeat any of the things again.
Hmm.
If something has to be repeated, there is this more easier and simpler way to look at it. But we'll
Hmm.
talk about it as we proceed. Have you
हाँ
understood,
जी.
understood till now?
Yes, sir.
I'll give you a question. A छोटा सा question है. Try. Don't tell me the answer directly. Just think and don't write down the actual possibilities, but think and answer. Right.
Hmm.
Find the number of four-letter words. Find the number of.
This is a question answer, no?
Yeah, this
Example.
is the question. Example.
Hmm.
Find the number of four-letter words,
Find the number of four-letter words
comma, with or without meaning, comma,
with
with or without meaning,
huh,
which can be formed,
which
can be formed
can be formed
out of the letters of the word boat. Out of the
out of
letters,
the
which can be formed out of the letters of the word boat, B-O-A-T,
word boat,
where the repetition of the letters is not allowed.
where the repetition of the letters
Is
of
not allowed.
the word is not allowed.
Right.
Okay. Sir, is it 24 times?
Yeah, the answer should be. But
Okay.
something I want to discuss based on this question, where we can introduce something which I was speaking about right now. So we have the
Hmm.
word boat.
Hanji.
We are told to form a certain number of words, and
Hmm.
they should obviously have four alphabets, none of them to be repeated. Now
Yeah.
I have one, two, three, four. In the first place, in the first
Hmm.
place, do
Hmm.
you agree that out of these four, any one can be written? Am I clear?
Hmm.
Once you've written any one out of those, which means I have four options of writing. Do you
3.
agree? Yeah. But the moment I have logged one here, in the next place, I have any three options.
Hmm.
Again, I can write anyone at given point of time.
Hmm.
That means I can write either of the three.
Hmm.
Once I've done that, I am logged two now. You know? I'm left with
Hmm.
two. So here I have option of two.
Hmm.
Again, out of that, I can write any one.
Hmm.
And then I'm left with one, which means I
Yeah.
have, this is the only possible I have.
Hmm.
Do you agree with this?
Yes, sir.
Now, this is an example of four events, isn't it?
Hmm.
और अभी अभी हमने पढ़ा था टू होंगे तो m into n, तीन होंगे तो m into n into p. So obviously,
Hmm.
if it is going to be four, it is going to be m into n into p into q, for example.
Hmm.
It straight away gives us the answer as 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, which is nothing but 20.
Yeah.
Agreed?
Yeah.
Now, this was under the condition that no alphabet has to be repeated.
Hmm.
Now, what if repetition is allowed?
Hmm.
You can repeat every number four times. Matlab, you can repeat every number at any place.
Hmm.
So, how many possible answers?
Uh, then it should be 4 into 4 into 4 into 4.
Very good, very good. There is going to be 4 into 4 because every place you have putting any of the alphabet again and again.
Hmm.
It's going to be 4 into 4 into 4 into, which gives you 256.
Hmm.
Have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Let's try something different. Slightly different question, not difficult, but slightly different. धीरे धीरे हम क्वेश्चंस का लेवल थोड़ा चेंज करते जाएंगे.
Hmm.
So write down second example.
Okay.
They say given four flags,
If
given
uh,
four flags
given
of
4 flags of
different colors.
different colors,
They're asking you how many different signals can be generated. How many different?
अच्छा, I don't have to write this down.
You can write it down.
ठीक है, I won't.
How many? You can write down. Okay. How many different
And you
signals?
can, not
Yeah.
compulsory.
You should write. This is an example, right? How many different
Okay.
signals can be generated if any signal or if a signal requires the use of two flags, one below the other? If a signal
Hmm.
requires the use of two flags, one below the other. Would you understand?
Yeah. So you have
Right.
two spaces and there are four different flags and you can repeat them.
Yeah, so repeat in the sense, same combination
Like,
can't be repeated.
by repeat, I mean blue, 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 red, ऐसा ना
No,
blue, blue
no,
and
no,
red.
no. Same
Oh,
same flag can't be there twice.
okay. So the answer is 12.
How did you get it?
So पहले वाले में चार आ सकते हैं and then if there is one in that तो दूसरे वाले में तीन आ सकते हैं.
Very good. You're absolutely right. In this place, there are going to be four. In this place, there are going to be three.
3.
So you're going to get. What if you can repeat?
Um, then it is going to be 4 into 4.
Good. Did you understand?
Yeah.
Hello. Let's have a थोड़ा different question.
Hmm.
Write down an example.
Okay.
How many two-digit even numbers? How many two-digit even numbers? Your thinking should adapt as per the change in the data,
Hmm.
with the basics remaining same. How many two-digit even numbers can be formed from the following digits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hmm.
If the digits can be repeated,
How
if the
many
digits
digit numbers?
5, 1 से लेके 5, from 1 to
Uh,
5, so that the digits can be repeated. If the digits can be,
and how big is the size of that number?
it's a two-digit number, two-digit even number,
Two digit number, ना ठीक है.
two-digit even number.
It should be 20.
Okay. You
If
did
the
not read the
digits can be
question carefully.
repeated, if the digit can be repeated, na?
But you did not read the question carefully. One condition you missed,
Which one?
even number.
Oh, हाँ. Hello?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay. Let me try again.
Mm.
So we can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 digits. Five cannot go. Two-digit number. Five cannot go here. Four can only come here. Two can only come here. So यहाँ पे only get two and this side here. And he can come. So I think the answer is 10.
Yeah, the answer is 10.
Okay.
I hope you understood why.
Yeah. क्योंकि in the
Because the
second
one,
slot only four and two
uh,
can.
one's place, you can either have 2 or you can have 4. But in
Hmm.
this place, you can have all the 5 numbers.
Yeah.
It's basically 5 into 2 or 2 into 5.
Hmm.
Good. Mm, question देते हैं. चलो राइट थोड़ा सा लेंदी क्वेश्चन है आंसर लेंदी Right. Find the number of different signals. Find. We are doing all these questions so that थोड़ा ये दिमाग में तुम्हारे drill हो जाए. Then we'll go to the formula.
ठीक है.
Find the number of different signals
हाँ.
that can be generated
That can be generated.
by arranging at least.
एक second, sir. Can you like restart the
Yeah.
question?
Find the number of different signals.
Find
The number
the
of different signals
number of different signals
that can be generated
that can be generated
by
by
arranging at least two flags
arranging at least
two
two
flags
flags
in order,
in order,
one below the other,
one below
on a
the
vertical
other,
staff. On a vertical staff,
on a vertical staff
if five different flags are available.
if five different flags are available.
Read the question
How
and
many
think.
how many can the vertical staff that thing hold?
It says by arranging at least two flags.
So how many can that hold, that vertical thingy?
You'll have to understand from the question. It says at least two. So minimum two
So
to hold karega hi. You may have all the five flags together also.
so there's no limit, okay.
No, lower is two and highest is five.
Huh. Is it going to be 5 factorial into 3 factorial?
How much do you get the result?
Let me check. $720.
No. I suggest one thing.
Mhm.
वैसे इसमें फैक्टोरियल का कहानी वर्क नहीं करेगा. What you do is you do it separately for everyone using factorial and add all the values.
Oh my god.
ज्यादा
क्योंकि
नहीं है
मुझे
पांच ही
पता है
कर.
इस oh wait, no, I realized. Okay. You have 5, then you have so it's going to be 5 factorial plus 4 factorial plus 3 factorial plus 2 factorial. So that is into 4 into 3.
Will it be more than 720?
I think so, huh?
No.
I'm not sure.
Answer is not more than 720. It is less than
Oh,
720.
एक सेकंड फिर कैलकुलेट करने का मुझे. Is the answer 152?
No.
Oh,
Will I help you?
yes, sir.
So in this case, the first case is two flags,
Hmm.
then it is three, then it is four, and then it is five. है ना?
हाँ जी.
So अगर first वाला ले लेंगे, we have two spaces like this, isn't it?
Hmm.
You can fill this in how many different ways?
Uh, you can fill this in 5 into 4 different ways.
Very good. 5 into 4
Oh,
is?
now I know where I went wrong.
Same way do it for this, for this, for this, and then add.
Hmm.
Would you like to try or shall I help you?
Now I know where I went wrong. Okay.
Good. So in the third case, the three flags. You'll write it as
This is
5
5
into
into
4 into
4,
3.
3 into 2, then plus 5 into 4 into 3 plus
No,
5 into
no, there's no
4.
2. There's no 2 now.
No, पहले वाले में there is 2, then second वाले में there is only
Oh,
that
ये
and
मतलब 5
now.
into 4. 2 का जगह
Hmm.
4 आ गया. क्योंकि दो बार है ना. And then it is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2. This
Hmm.
is 60. 5 into 4, this is 120. है ना? And then you have one
Hmm.
more, which is 5 into 4 into whatever जो भी है. You
Hmm.
get 20 and 60 and 120 and one more 120. 5 की
Hmm.
case is going to be the same again.
Ah,
It's going to be 240, 300, 320.
yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
So यही क्वेश्चन जो अभी हमने करा, मैं उसको एक
Hmm.
थोड़ा अलग तरीके से देता हूँ. उसमें अभी रिपीटेशन भी डाल देंगे हम लोग, ज़्यादा इजी होगा. वैसे बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस हैं. We are actually
Hmm.
yet to understand the concept of permutation based on the formula. We will do that very shortly, and then maybe we'll end for the class for the time being. Okay. Write
Okay.
down the first question. मतलब the question जिसमें थोड़ा अभी का ही पैटर्न है, बट इतने कंडीशंस नहीं है.
Okay.
Question says, right,
Question one. हाँ
how
जी.
many three-digit numbers,
How many three
digit
digit
numbers can be formed
hmm,
from the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5
from the digit one,
1, 2,
two,
3, 4, and 5,
four, five. Hmm.
assuming that
Assuming that
1, repetition of the
one.
digits is allowed. 1, repetition of the digits is allowed.
Hmm.
And second, repetition of the digits is not allowed. Repetition of the digits is not allowed.
Hmm.
This
I
is
didn't
only three.
understand.
See, this is only three. तो अभी हमने जो ऊपर वाला क्वेश्चन करा था ना, फ्लैग वाला,
Hmm.
उसमें ये और 5 लेना है. तो हमारी कहानी इसके बारे में. 1, when repetition is allowed. Second, repetition is not allowed.
तो एक में रेपिटेशन अलाउड है, फिर सेकंड वाले में नहीं है, थर्ड
नहीं
में
है.
नहीं है,
हाँ
फोर्थ.
हाँ हाँ हाँ, नहीं 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 नहीं. There are two different questions. One solved using the repetition thought, other solved
हम्म.
same data but use it without repetition.
ओ अच्छा, ओके. क्वेश्चन एक.
हाँ.
ओके, अभी करना है ना.
या
सर पहले का आंसर 125 है, दैट इज द वन व्हिच यू कैन रिपीट, एंड
Very
सेकंड
good.
वाला you cannot repeat is 60.
Second one is
60.
very good. So like last question before we go to the actual theory.
Okay.
Uh, how many three-digit numbers can be formed? Sorry, how many three-digit even numbers? How many three-digit even numbers can be formed?
How many three-digit even numbers
Can be
can
formed
be formed
from the digits
from the digits
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
If the digits can be repeated.
If the if the digits can
Can be repeated.
be repeated. Okay.
Think carefully and answer.
So is answer 108.
Yeah, the answer is 108. I
Okay.
hope you understood why.
Yep.
Because the ones place has to be either 2, 4, or 6.
Hmm.
So three numbers here, and this can be 6 and 6.
Hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
So write down the title permutations. You'll actually now try to understand what exactly it meant. Because it should not be
Hmm.
difficult now for you to understand.
Okay. Sir, can you repeat? Sorry.
Yeah, I only said permutation. Just write down the title permutation.
Okay.
Shall I?
हाँ जी.
So, right, a permutation is an arrangement. A
So
permutation is an
permutation
arrangement
is an arrangement
in a definite order
in a definitive order
of number of objects
of number of objects
taken,
taken,
some or all of it. Some or all at a time, sorry. Some or all at a time.
some or all at a time. Hmm.
Okay? Now, write down a very important point. This is the first of them. This
Hmm.
is going to give you some idea into insight into the formula which you're going to learn in the near future.
Okay.
Write down the statement.
Hmm.
The number of permutations
The number of permutations
of n different objects
of n different objects
taken r at a time, r is a variable, n is a variable. Taken
taken
r at a time
are at a time
where
where
this is what you'll write,
hmm,
where n is either greater than or equal to r and r has to be greater than 0. Did you write?
yeah,
And the objects do
and
not repeat and the objects do not repeat. So this is a statement for something which doesn't repeat.
We don't.
And the objects do not repeat is
Acha,
if
wait.
I
Wait,
uh,
options taken are at a time where over and the objects
zero,
don't
zero. Zero
is
is less than r is less than or equal to
ah,
n. And the objects do not repeat
is
is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2, which goes on till n minus r plus 1, which is denoted by, look at what I'm writing,
hmm,
which is denoted as NPR, which means you can read it as permutation of n objects are taken at a time.
hmm,
Permutation of n number of objects where are taken at a time.
and G.
Did you understand this?
Yes, sir.
अब ये थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड मतलब थोड़ा लंबा सा है हम इसको शॉर्ट करेंगे ओके जनरली आई नो यू नो दिस आई डोंट नीड टू टेल यू वी हैव
Hmm,
दिस कॉल्ड एज n factorial.
हाँ जी.
How do you express n factorial? Anyone? Sorry, can you tell me how do you write
Anyone?
n factorial?
Anyone?
Not any. No, I'm sorry. I missed. I thought the entire class is there. Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh, n factorial can be expressed as?
Sir, can I speak? Hands
Yeah,
up
please. Yeah, please. Yeah, tell me, Abir.
until it's Z.
Hello.
N minus
Yeah,
blah, n minus every like n minus 1 into n minus 2 and so on until it's
very
n
good.
minus
Whatever.
n plus 1 minus n. Huh?
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So obviously, whenever you write n factorial, so it represents the product of the first
Hmm.
n natural numbers.
Hmm.
Clear?
Yeah.
बाकी तो अभी के लिए do you want me to give you questions based on factorial or you can manage them?
I can manage them.
It's just example. If I write 12 factorial upon 10 factorial into 12 factorial, do you know how
Hmm.
to solve this? What
हाँ,
should
you
be the
just go
answer?
10 into 9 into 8 and then you basically expand them and then उसको cancel out कर दो. And इसके
Good.
लिए तो just 2 12 so दोनों को cancel out कर दो. So it's just going to be 1 by 10 factorial.
1 by 10 factorial. Akka, are you sure 1 by 10 factorial?
नहीं
No,
0 by
sorry.
10 factorial.
No. I gave you 12, not 12, it is 2. 2
अच्छा
factorial.
हाँ.
What should be the answer?
You cancel out जो भी होता है उसमें and then आ जाता है.
What gets cancelled?
You basically find out all the prime numbers उसके ना.
Now tell me what will be cancelled.
Calculate कर लूँ.
हाँ कर लो.
ठीक है. So is the answer 66? So is the answer 66?
Abir, just hold.
Okay.
How much did you get, Avir?
66.
Good. So I think you'll be able to manage this, but something just wanted to check with you. I know it's not difficult. Will you be able to manage a question like this? Say, I have n factorial, which is divided by r factorial into n minus r, the whole factorial, where they have given you n as 5, r as 2. I think you'll be able to
Hanji.
manage this.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, तो फिर अभी के लिए इतना ही कर लेंगे. And then we'll continue with, in the next class, we'll do the derivation of the formula. Or we'll do the formula. Derivation जरूरी नहीं है. We'll do the formula. Okay?
Yeah.
Chalo. Bye for the time being. I'll tell you when I'll take the class. Okay, next class.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.